Hey LPS teachers and friends, I am going to do a quick training over how to use Cami. Cami is a fantastic tool you guys can use in your classrooms this year, and I'm going to show you all the ways you can do that and what it looks like for a student. So first thing you have to do is you will have to have Cami on your Chrome extension. So if you don't have that already, you would go up to your search bar and you could type in Cami. Start typing an extension, it'll already pop up. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to come and find our Cami extension. It's going to take you to the Chrome Web Store where you can add or remove it from Chrome. I've already got mine added, so mine's going to say remove because I already have it on Chrome. If you don't have it, it's going to say add to Chrome. You would click add to Chrome. It'll pop up again to make sure you want to add it. You say yes, add to Chrome. Once you've done that, you're going to have this little K up here. Now, if you have a whole lot of extensions, you may not see it up here. And if that's the case, click on your little puzzle and you can go down your list of all of your extensions so that way you can find it. So I have mine here, so I'm going to click that K. If it's the very first time you've gotten Cami, you might have to set it up where you'll have to say that you are a K through 12 school and you'll have to put that you are a teacher, not a student. Now you will get, it'll tell you the 30-day free trial. Don't freak out. When that 30-day free trial is over, that doesn't mean you don't get to use it anymore. That just means you will revert to the free version of Cami. So the free version is really all you need, unless you want the bells and whistles, which you can pay for yourself if you want, or maybe you can get your school or PTA or something to pay for it if you want the extra. But really the free version is awesome and has just about everything you could want in it. So that being said, I've opened up mine. I've already set mine as a teacher. I'm logged in. So some of the great things about Cami is if you have a big file that you've gotten from Teachers Pay Teachers, or maybe you've downloaded your workbook for your students, it's huge, and you just want a couple pages to assign your student at a time. You're going to use the split and merge right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click split and merge. Now it's going to ask me to drag in my file that I want to split up or merge. So I'm going to go to my Google Drive and I am going to find the file that I would like to split and merge. So I'm going to search down here. Let's do this Power Up for Saxon Math. It's a big workbook. So we're going to pull that on there. I'm going to hit next. Now it's going to bring up all of the pages. Okay. I don't want all of the pages. I just want a couple of the pages. So if I come down here, and sometimes it takes a little while for these to load, and if you want to help it along, you just pull one down and it'll start loading them up just like that. Now, if you don't want that one, I just wanted to pull it down to get it started, I'll pop it right back up there into place. Not a big deal. So let's say I just want to take page 15 and 16 and 17. That's all I want. I just want those 3 pages out of that whole book. So pull them down here, and now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to rename it, because if you don't rename it, it'll be the same name as the file that you have up top. So I'm going to put Power Ups 3 pages, and then I'm going to export. Now I want to add it to my Google Drive. I'm going to select my folder. You can pick whatever folder you want. I like to put the ones I pull on Cami on here so I know where they're at. So I'm going to hit select and continue. And now they're going to get put into my Cami folder. So it's successfully saved to my drive. All done. Now, what I need to do is I'm going to go and I want to assign that. I'm going to X that out. I am going to assign that into my Google Classroom. So I'm going to go to my Google Classroom. And I'm going to find the class that I'd like to assign that to. I have lots of classes. Let's do this one. It's a good test one. Now, just like putting in an assignment, I'm going to click Create. Now, if you have the paid version or you're still in your 30-day free trial, it'll have this Cami assignment on here. I suggest not to use that unless you plan on getting the full version, because you'll get used to making it easy that way and you won't know how to remember how to do it the other way. So, because when you don't have the paid version and you try to click that, it's going to try to get you to upgrade to the paid version. So I just ignore that and I just go in as an assignment. And then we can put our title, Saxon Math 3 page. Just for showing this, we're just going to put our instructions. I already do it. And now I'm going to click Add, Google Drive. It should be one of the first ones up there because I just put it in. We just uploaded it. And you can see it's right here. So I'm going to click that. And then I need to move my picture because I can't see it. Let's see if I can move me. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to insert that. Now, very important, you probably already know, but make sure you make a copy for each student. If not, they're all going to be trying to do one page, sharing it, and that's no bueno. Okay, let me move that back down here again. Now you can pick if you want to add this to more than one of your classes, you can. You can also, do it to all students or just one student in the class. That's up to you. I didn't put any topics or anything like that. I just want to show you how to add these in. So I'm going to go ahead and hit assign. Now, once we've assigned it, it's going to show up in our stream and on our classwork. So here it is right here. Now I want you to see what it looks like as a student and when they open it. Now, the thing about Kami is your students will also have to add the Kami Chrome extension for them to be able to use it. So just like you, they just go into the search bar, type in Kami Chrome extension, add to Chrome, just like that, boom, they're done. That's the only time they have to do it. And then they set up that they are a student when they open it up for the first time. So this is my students, and you can see it's not me, it's my student. And I'm going to go into, I guess you could do it from stream or classwork. Let's see, it's not updated. So let's refresh our screen. And I can see right here that assignment I just posted in. So this is what it looks like as a student opening it up. So it's got our instructions, our points, what it's called. Now I'm going to open up this and it's going to say open with Kami. So I'm going to open with Kami. And this is where you'll have all the tools. Your students will have all the tools to be able to do the things that they need to do. So we want first things is to put their name in. So text box, this is the text box. Text box is great because once they use the text box, that's get them for typing. So you can change the font, color, and size, however you'd like. And once they click, they just start typing. And it puts in their whatever they type in. They can do the same thing down here. Boom, it types in. Now, you can also do drawing. Change the thickness of the strokes, change the color if you would like, and then they could write. So it's the same thing, except instead of typing it in, they just write it in, okay? So now they can also use shapes. If you had them maybe circle something, if you wanted them to circle, you could do a circle, and you could change how thick you would like that. You can change the colors. And if they needed to circle it, they could circle. Now, I just made a little mistake, so I'm going to take my eraser and boop, erase that right back off. So there you go. See, now you've seen the eraser. You can add images in. Signature is for paid version, but it's a really cool tool if you ever do get it. You can get signatures on here. Text box, commenting. Markup is for like highlighting. So if you wanted to highlight, if they needed to go through, read a passage and highlight something, they could do that. So, and I just highlighted everything. No big deal. All right. So now we've done that. Oops. There we go. Erase that back off. So now we've done this. I'm going to go back to text box and I'm going to go scroll down just to show you. Remember I said they could draw. This is also good for coloring in. So if you had something for younger kids and they were supposed to color in something, maybe color in the sight words. So you can color it, but you want to see through it, right? So I'm going to erase this one off. Boop. All right, and I want to go back to drawing, and I'm going to transparency. So I want them to be able to see through it, but still color it. So that's when you could use the transparency. So if you wanted them to color the sight words, but they still need to be able to see it to make sure they colored the right one, that's where you would use that. So you can change the transparencies. They also have more colors you can do. So this is a great tool for that. They can do all kinds of stuff in here, and they will. So once the student is done doing all their work, now if you have the paid version, they can just hit this little turn in button. But I don't teach my students how to use that because you won't always have the paid version. So all they have to do to turn their work in is go back to their class, arrow back. Now it has saved everything that student has done, and I just click turn in, turn in. Now it's turning in that work, and as a teacher, I can go back to that account, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to refresh, and I'm going to go to grades. So this is the last thing I put in was this Saxon Math, and I can see that there's only one that has done it. You can see there's no grade there, so I'm going to click these three little buttons, and I'm going to view the submitted paperwork, and it's going to pull it up. And now I can grade this. Oops. I can grade this using Kami. So if I want to leave some little comments on here, I can do that. I'm leave a little comment. Boop. Where's my little comment? I gotta move me again. Private comments. There we go. And then we want to. You can also see the history. So I've had teachers ask me, what if I send this back? They didn't do it all the way. They didn't do it right. Then they send it back to me done and then show their parents and say, I did do it right the first time. And she's given me, not the full grade because she said I didn't do it right. So you can see the history of how many times it was turned in and what it looked like each time. So they can't pull one over on you like that. So we're going to grade with Kami. Oops, turn my grade on. Maybe that's why I couldn't do the comments a minute ago. So let's grade it with Kami. Move my face again. All right. Now we can leave some text comments over here. Great job. Move me again. All right, I'm going to check through all the papers, make sure they did everything that they were supposed to. Wonderful. Now, if you have a whole lot of students who have done this, you will have an arrow where you can just arrow over, do each student that has turned it in instead of having to go back each time. And that's absolutely doable. So I'm going to go out of here and oops, I did not try to make me bigger. No, thank you. All right, so once you've put a grade in for that student, I'm going to give her 100 because yay, she's so smart. All right, so you can see it's not returned yet. Returning it does not mean sending it back to them because it's not done or you did not done right. Returning it just means giving them a grade. So you have to give them a grade, or return it to get the grade. So I'm going to return. Boom, so now she has a grade. Let me move me again. I just am always in the way. And this is where if I had another student, I could go on to the next student here and see what they've done. But this student hasn't turned anything in, so it's blank. So, and it'll tell you that. And you can click on this, and it'll tell you all of your students and whether they're assigned or if they've turned them in. So you can do it by last name, first name, however you want to do that. That way you don't have to keep going back and forth. Like I was saying, you can do it that way. So now it's turned in and it's graded. Now the student will get that back with a little note that said, great job, and it's graded now. So I'm going to X out of here. And now you can see on the grade, it is not green anymore and it's all filled in. Yay. So if you are also in Kami, we said the split and merge, we just split those ones up. You can do the same thing with taking 2 or 3 different files, and maybe you have a page in one file you want to take and combine it with a page from another file. You want to put those two together to add to give your student one assignment with those, you can do that with that split and merge also. You just pull down, we'll do it here, and you can pull out more than one file at a time. So I don't want to do it from my files. I want to do it from Google Drive. So let's open up my Google Drive. That's where I save everything. Everybody should be saving theirs on Google Drive. I'm going to open up my files. And let's see. I want this one and maybe this one. Okay, let's see if it pulled both. Just pulled that one, so I'm going to go back up again and get another one because it only pulled the one out. If you hit Control and then choose, you can choose more than one. So I'm going to let's use that one that we just did, and I'm going to hit Control and do that one. Now I've selected two. There we go. Now I pulled up all of them. Then I'm going to go next. And now I can just take pieces out of these and choose the ones that I want out of those three, and I can merge them together. Look at that, it was the same one. What are the chances of that? Just in black and white. Let's see. Oh, see, now it's going to go up to my next one because that last one was 27 pages. So I'm going to do my Power Up and then my New Winter Mix. So I just wanted one out of each one of those pages. And you would do the same thing. You're going to change the name so you don't have the same names. New Math Mix Up. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to export. Pick where you want to put it. I'm going to put it in my Cami. Select. Continue. And now it is saved into my drive, and it's the same as like we did before when we just pulled and separated out. So I think I have covered everything you need to know about Cami. If I didn't, please hit me up, give me a call, send me an email, and I'd be happy to train or help go over something else if you have any other questions. So have a great day, make good choices, stay safe, stay clean, don't get no cooties, and I'll see you guys later.